Now I'm doing homemade garlic bread with this because I prefer homemade garlic bread because you can make it as strong as you like. Shop bought garlic bread, in my opinion, is really weak. Doesn't really taste much of garlic in my opinion, so I prefer to make my own. It is so simple and it is so easy to make your own garlic bread, and I'm going to show you how. And it is 1,000 times nicer than shop bought stuff. I haven't met one person who I've made garlic bread for turn around and say, I don't like that, or I prefer shop bought. Everybody that I've made this garlic bread for has said they prefer that than shop bought. I do use shop bought. Sometimes I buy shop bought and people turn around and go, oh, you're not doing your garlic bread. So I buy these pre-baked baguettes, which is really easy. They take about 10 to 12 minutes in the air fryer or 15 minutes in the oven, whichever you choose to use. So yeah. So here I have my 2 pre-baked garlic baguettes. So I'm literally going to slice them at an angle, just at a slight angle. Slice them all the way down. You can do them as thick or as thin as you like. I like mine quite thin, to be honest. And we've got a toddler, so her mouth's only little to get around this. Just like so. And you end up with bits just like that. So you slice that at an angle and you just keep going like so. I'm making 2 just because I'm here making 1 anyway, so I'm going to pop 1 in the freezer ready for next time. It makes life a bit easier. Bit of batch cooking going on always helps. And the best thing about making your own garlic bread, you can make it as strong or as weak as you like. So we like ours really strong. We like it to taste of garlic, not just taste of bread and butter and a bit of parsley. So there we go. So I've got my 2 bits there, all cooked, all sliced, all ready to go. So I'm just going to pop them out of the way. Bowl, 1 empty bowl, and I like to use unsalted butter. Okay, you use whatever butter you want, spreadable butter, clover, unsalted butter, butter, whichever butter you prefer. And I like ours really buttery, so I'm going to do quite a lot of butter, just like so. See, quite a lot of butter, and a little bit of parsley. I cheat, I use garlic puree, which is nice and easy, nice and strong. I do sometimes use real garlic if I'm cooking to impress beyond the family, and I'll just use a pestle and mortar, crush it up, and we'll put it in a garlic crusher, and there you go. So I also add a little bit of honey as well, just to sweeten it slightly. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave just to soften it so that I can spread it onto the bread, and I shall be back. Now I've softened my butter in the microwave, just like so, and then we're going to use that for the garlic bread. So softened butter, it's a little bit melted, but I won't worry about that. So we're just going to add some parsley. I don't like too much parsley on it. I literally just like a tiny little pinch, like 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. And then I've got my honey. My lovely I'll put about a teaspoon in, a heaped teaspoon. Doesn't need to be a lot. I just want to slightly sweeten it. Because we got really strong garlic, you know, it just takes the edge off the bit of a sharpness that garlic can give. And then I've got my garlic puree. That is a brand new one. And put as much garlic in as you want. So as much, you know, as strong or as weak as you want. Now I'm putting quite a lot in. I'm putting about, because I'm doing 2 garlic baguettes. Remember, I'm doing 2 garlic baguettes, not just 1, 2. So, and we like it strong. So I'm putting about a good tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of garlic puree in, really. If you want to be really specific, about half. See, about half, roughly, or a little bit over. And it's all in the bowl there. I'm also going to use a tiny bit of olive oil in it. Olive oil, I like to use the garlic infused just to add some extra garlic into it. It's called garlic bread for a reason. You know, it's supposed to taste of garlic. Okay. And that's that there. Now I'm going to mix all of that up. So there we go, just give it all a mix. The butter is lovely and soft, which is what we want. I mean, if you're using Clover, Flora, any spreadable butter, you don't have to soften it in the microwave. It's only because I'm using a big block of butter that you have to. Like I say, use as much butter as you want, make it as buttery as you want. Make sure all the lumps are gone. And there we go, nicely stirred. So there we go, knife and spoon in the butter, all ready to go. Get your teaspoon, put a little bit on. Spread it a little bit, or you can use your knife, whichever is easiest for you. Spread a little bit on. Stick it together. Spread another 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 little bit on. There you go. Garlic bread. All done. And you can always, I put a little bit of butter on top. Just spread a bit on top as well, because we like ours really buttery and really garlicky. So, just like so. Add as much or as little as you wish. Don't have to copy me exactly, just as much as you want. And there we go. Now if you want to put that in the oven, get your tin foil, shine your side, put it on. Wrap it just like so. And you can put that in your oven to cook like that for about 18 to 20 minutes. Or you can put that straight in your freezer to freeze and it's ready for next time. So there's my garlic bread, all ready to go into the air fryer. I'm going to cheat tonight because I'm so tired. I had a bit of a late night with the little one and busy day, and I'm absolutely shattered, to be honest with you. So I'm really cooking very quick and easy tonight. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the air fryer. Normally I don't use the air fryer for garlic bread. I like to use my oven because wrapping it up in tin foil makes the flavour better because it sticks it all to the bread and it doesn't go anywhere. But for tonight's sake, I only want to be cooking as quickly as possible. So the air fryer only takes about 10 to 12 minutes, whereas the oven is 15 to 20 minutes. So one air fryer tray. Now the whole thing doesn't fit into the air fryer like that, it's too big. So literally I'm just going to break it in half. So I have one half, in that goes the other half, in it goes side by side, just like so. Okay, just like so, just like that. And there it is in the air fryer. I'm just going to pop this one on, pop it on bake, 160, time right the way down to 12 minutes, start. I will keep an eye on that now. So there we go, that's the garlic bread all done, all really nice, and as you can see, just nice and buttery. There we go, lovely, nice and soft, nice and buttery. It's just what we wanted. And that's that done. And there you have it. Nice man-sized spag bowl with homemade garlic bread. Who would not like that? And it absolutely tastes amazing.